It's embarrassing.
It's taken on you.
I've got a razor blade on there.
We're ready. Throw that up.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So we got the sand bids tonight.
Ooh. For the sandbox?
No, well, just go up, so.
Yeah,
I'm sure we still see.
What's that on?
I see.
All right, first sand bid is from STS. Winter sand, supply and deliver screen sand, plus or minus 3,500 cubic yards at $10.95 a cubic yard. Unless a lump sum price is to be paid for the foregoing work, and is clearly so stated, it's understood and agreed the quantities referred to above are estimates only, and the payment shall be made at the stated unit prices on actual quantities of work performed. This is from North Earth Mechanics out of Pittsfield, New Hampshire.
Wow.
Where's that?
That's the way it's a truck it?
No, I was gonna say, where is that? Isn't that like way up like Vermont?
No, that's down this way more.
Pittsfield South?
That's Pittsburgh, way up there.
Oh, okay. Wow,
Yeah, Pittsfield's still.
good ride. Yeah.
So that's good.
That's just their office address and they get different pits.
Maybe, yeah.
Sand must be screened, approximately 3,500 yards. This is delivered to Lebanon Transfer Station per above specifications, 1488 a cubic yard.
Okay,
What was STS's?
10 something, I think.
Okay.
$10.95.
Yeah, the 10 something?
1095, yeah. 1095, 1488.
Which one you going with, Jeff?
That's an easy decision for me. I don't like spending other people's money because that involves my money too eventually.
This is from William A. Renaud Jr. Trucking Inc. They're out of South Berwick, and they are at $14.45 per yard screened sand delivered.
1440.
That's 3 bids, huh?
Yep.
That's the only, all of the 3, yeah?
Yeah, they all came in today.
I make a motion to accept the STS bid because it's way cheaper.
And they're local.
I'll second it.
Is that a free delivery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Discussion?
Yeah.
All in favor?
That's fine.
Yeah, the biggest thing in that is fuel for trucking.
Yeah, that's the difference, yeah, where it comes from, yeah.
Alright, I make a motion, we accept the minutes from Thursday, October 29th, 2020 as written.
Seconded.
Discussion? All in favor? Public participation. Deborah,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm well, thank you. So, I just had to, address the board one more time, maybe more times, I don't know, about the appeals board, case on, 23 Paradise Row, here in Lebanon. So today, through Jen, we received, an email from, Mr. Berube attorney, or I should say property owner's attorney. He had told us last week that he was sending, or his real estate agent said they were sending the case to his attorney. Today his attorney sent a letter back, stating basically that he didn't have the right to move the road that he moved. So they're working with the person that actually has that right now to try to make that happen. So, by requiring these documents, as you can see, it winds up making for a better real estate transaction, and it winds up making for better, property transactions in the future. Because if we hadn't have, continued to push for that road document, and now for the delineation survey, that property would have been incorrect, and sooner or later down the line during somebody's title search, that would have been found, and we could have had some issues, or the property owners could have had some issues. So I just wanted to keep you aware by sharing the letter from the attorney, where he states that they did find he doesn't own that road, that they were continuing to work with the person who does own the road. And I also, with Jen, drafted a letter back to him because he didn't address the wetlands delineation survey in his letter. So I did have Jen send a letter back stating that the board is looking for that. Also, he asked for an extension. He's not gonna be coming in on November 9th. And he asked for a 2-week extension. However, 2 weeks is Thanksgiving. We won't be meeting that week. Our next meeting will be on December 14th, so I alerted him to that. And, of course, if he wants to get on the agenda for that day. But that's where we're at with that, and I just wanted to make sure that we kept you aware because the attorney was mentioned and.
Yep.
Okay?
Perfect.
That's all
I do have a, addition to that. I checked with MMA, and it really, it says, as a general thing, the mission of land use ordinances, including appeals, is the responsibility of the code enforcement officer, the planning board, and the board of appeals. The board of selectmen does not generally have any direct roles in these matters.
That's very true, but I cannot contact the town attorney or have anything to do with other attorneys. I need to make our town attorney aware through the select board. I can't just call because people get crazy when I call the town attorney.
Well, I'm just saying, we really can't say the board requested when we're really not supposed to be getting involved with it.
Excuse me, it does not say the select board.
It does say, well, it says the board,
That's correct. And who is that letter from?
appeals board, but
Thank you.
you might clarify that it's not the select board.
If it's from the appeals board, it says
Correct.
the board, I think that's pretty clear.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else?
How about you, anything else?
No, the rest of it is for the good of the town. We had some great things happen this week and we have some great things upcoming, so I'll finish then.
Awesome.
My free commercial time. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Do we want to discuss the license count stuff, or does that go somewhere else?
The license count? No, we'll do that next week when Paul's here.
You might wanna look it over carefully, I'm the only one who's checked it so far.
Yeah, okay. Definitely then.
Well, generally you guys don't usually check it very good.
Yeah, he said he'll take care of it.
Did you have something to add? Oh, I do have something for you.
You do?
I spoke to Scott again,
Okay,
and he said they're gonna start ditching your road next week.
oh, awesome.
And I assumed patching it as well, but they had to get the culverts done on this road
Right,
due to the paving. But he said they'd be up there next week, so.
oh, good, thank
If he's
you.
not, please give us a call.
Okay, oh, I know. I know, but she's not, again, I know.
Vacation time?
Huh? You wrote that. Yes. Oh, this is.
That's it.
Then I realized you can't.
Four by four. How you guys doing?
We're good, how are you?
Doing all right?
Good, I got you the paperwork you needed.
Good to see you guys again.
Pass this down. Thank you. That's the extension of the campground permit,
Okay.
map showing how we're gonna set it up.
Delineate toilets, there's
The
a,
X's are toilets
you have your legend or
up
whatever.
here, yeah. Certificate of insurance, BYOB permit,
So all the state permits.
show all the state permits,
Perfect.
We will need a signature on the,
BYOB one,
well,
thank you.
your,
Here,
Pablo.
Bablo.
not that we serve it, and own it. That's the after hours.
Can't wait.
Which one? BYOB?
I think she got.
Well, once you sign them, I'll need to keep the original. and
Okay.
sign it.
So the campground, permit, where is that?
There's a letter in there from the state.
What is it, Department of Health and Human
Yeah.
Services?
I'll
DHHS.
take that, okay, good.
I don't need the map, don't ask me a couple questions about that.
What was her name?
Carol Gott.
Dot.
Good, thank you. Carol Gott.
Do you realize the state has limited outside activities to 100,
Yeah,
no matter what the venue size?
not for campgrounds.
Any outside activities,
No,
they're not
campground.
camping.
They have,
You
they're
said it
operating
was
under a
in and
campground.
out,
We
no
have a
camping.
campground permit.
So
You're
each,
not camping this weekend, are you?
No, we're not, but we extended our campground permit.
hold on. So these markings around the outside are sites?
The X's are porta potties. We have
Okay.
enough porta potties on site right now that I have no issues.
And you have it divided as, so when people show up, there's gonna be sites that they have?
Yes, and there'll be 6 feet in between the sites. You know, I
Okay.
mean, that's what the double lines of the 6 feet.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, so each site has a porta potty?
Absolutely.
Well, we have them left over, they store them on
They
our.
store 'em on
I
the
never
property.
finished this
And as
one,
we all know, the less touchy-feely, the better as far as.
Those are good.
thank you,
And then,
I do what I
no
can.
more than, groups of 50, everybody separated by groups of 50?
That's delineated, I believe, in
Yeah.
about 5 or 6 different
Yeah.
areas.
Okay. And even, when they go places in there, they have to stay in their section, correct?
That's why we put the porta potties right there. It's like, where are you gonna go?
Right.
You got it right there.
It's a one and done, so I'm not super worried about people starving to death or, I mean,
Right.
we're trying to keep the vending down to a minimum because that could be a point.
Where you get, yeah.
And you guys are aware of the out-of-state quarantine requirements right now, so you're checking
We're
licenses?
also going to be providing, what do they call them, the masks there at the gate in case somebody shows up.
We actually scan their license,
Okay,
so you have name, address,
If something does happen, we have
yeah,
a list.
an ability to go back.
Racing.
so as long as, Deborah, you got a minute?
One.
So as long as you guys are following the campground guidelines with the separation and all that stuff and the quarantining stuff, and they extended your license, I don't have a problem with it. Do you, Butch? Or Jeff?
I don't have a problem with it. We told them the state gave them everything, state gave them everything, they met all the guidelines. If the state's good with it, I'm good with it. I saw the rec department saved a ton of money on candy. That was awesome. That was a good read.
Yeah.
Good job.
You chased all the paperwork, so.
Yeah, that was, Carol got, that was a tough one. She was tough to get all the,
Well, they're working remotely, as Scott said.
they're all working from home.
Italian guy or something.
Carol, Bill, we wanna talk.
Guys had a good time the other night, that was good.
Yeah, no, it was fun, that was awesome, the kids had a blast.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, everything worked out good.
So that's the first annual one?
Well, we used to them all the time, but yeah,
Oh, you did, yeah?
yeah, but, and then we stopped as the kids got older, but now all of us grandparents,
Yeah,
and the
it's-
grandkids, now we're doing it for
Mine had a
grandkids.
ball.
Yeah, it was awesome.
We had a good time, that was so much fun.
We'll be done again next year, I'm actually gonna take a trailer and convert it into possibly a hayride.
Cause she even had the, wife out there dancing in the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so, we had so much fun.
Yeah.
We had great pictures too.
There was, I think somebody counted 378 kids came to it.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a good number.
This is a state one.
Good job by you, Chris.
I saved that for the good of the.
Yeah, you do
I
need
didn't do that.
with Brenda, go, she
It
needs,
was all the town.
Guys, wait.
he does need to sign your BYOB, correct?
Yes, we just need a signature, we can apply for it,
Oh,
up to
that's not
24
there.
hours.
We can't do it there. Hold on, he's got another one in here.
There was one that was highlighted.
Yeah, I got this.
That's in that package you got, Chuck, it was highlighted in the package.
That is,
Don't make me.
Unless Karina.
No,
I don't have it.
she passed the whole thing, it was in that package. The highlighted one, that was part of what they showed. You're missing a whole BYOB permit.
where?
So I couldn't miss it, but yes, but that's not.
That's for the state. Yeah. So you don't have any more
There you go.
paperwork, she just gave, oh, that's just, the okay,
Municipal
That's the
approval
permit.
for that.
yeah, there you go, you signed it.
Yeah, we just.
Yeah.
And what else we have
You
to?
didn't stand my turn, but that's. And then- That's one you need to sign.
Kurt Vader.
Anything else we gotta sign?
No, and then that comes to me and then I'll send it back to him, cause I gotta scan it in and save it.
Okay. We'll do that too.
Maybe it would be next weekend.
70 degrees, 70 degrees on
You should have seen all
Saturday.
the bikes out today.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
this is that one, I
This
couldn't.
is our idea, so.
Yeah, was it good ride, was it good?
I didn't take it, she didn't.
Just say goodbye.
My mom had her birthday.
They've got a lot of it, you know. Yeah.
Just roll down the neighbors.
12 days,
It was for the chilliest. Yeah, I think it was chilly.
I was gonna put it away tomorrow, but it might wait a week.
Yeah, the weekend's gonna be good.
It's 70 degrees, crazy.
Yeah, 100 t-shirts.
Alright, so, you guys are all, you guys are all set?
I'll send that to you tomorrow morning. Okay.
Have a great weekend, guys.
You said?
Enjoy. I guess this is hers, Mrs. Coffee,
Alright, old
Take
business,
care now.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, have a good one.
Bye.
old business LED light project, I still haven't had that discussion with her. The recycling, the town attorney said she should have that, information on the contract for me next week. Purchasing policy, Paul's not here. Hebo Hibo, Butch,
Yeah, everybody get the log, we just gotta get some keys made up.
alright.
I'll do that at Walmart probably.
Alright, solid waste ordinances in holding. Tax collector is after the presidential election, which it is now, kinda.
Yeah, what do you mean, you ain't gonna know for another month or two. Hell, you might not even know until next year. Well, they've got over like, I think it's 1,000,007 votes that came in that were higher than registered voters in like 29 different states. So, you ain't gonna know for a while, you got the Supreme Court involved now.
Alright.
And then timber value, Butch, anything?
So I get out there with the darkness.
Okay.
But we'll get over there, hopefully, maybe Sunday.
Thank you, and give me a call if he doesn't come next week, all right?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Yeah. Individual selectment items, Butchie.
Oh, good.
I hope you got something, Jeff, we're gonna be out of there in about 10 more minutes.
I do. More of a rumor, but it's good for the state as a whole. So, I don't know if anybody's familiar with Loring Air Force Base, it's up in Limestone, Maine.
Yep.
So it was closed under the BRAC closure in 1994, but they still have limited functions up there. They're looking at that base to be a joint, reopening it, because it's one of the only bases under the BRAC closure that the government pretty much controls most of it, and they got like 9,000 square feet, so they're going back to a joint base like it was Army, Air Force, Navy, and even Space Force might be going up there as an observation center. So that's just the rumblings, they're rumors, I just wanna be clear, 100% rumors, but the base is still there, and if it goes good, and if our legislative body in this state, or the Republicans and the Democrats come together, they can probably get it to happen. So anyways, that's that, and then Halloween was great, everybody did a great job, had a good time, and other than that, I don't have nothing. I'm easy, it's good news for me today.
Yeah, that airbase, I stayed in the motel up there, that's in the airbase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently they kept control of most of it, and, you know, hopefully they actually do it, be huge for the state economy,
Yeah.
Nice.
you know?
Karina, you got anything?
While you're talking to Scott, did you mention that there's some people that were requesting him take a look at Stokewood Drive? And a tree on Heath Road, I believe. There's a big tree that's leaning right towards the transformer,
Where'd you know where on Heath Road?
like midway up
That's where they
the,
did the clearing on the left.
Yeah, it's midway up the hill.
It's a big pine,
What hill's that?
right on Heath,
Heath Road.
when you turn.
Oh, the Heath Road?
center.
Yeah, I got a picture.
Cause of how
I was just
people
coming
call
through
it.
there,
I've seen it, it's a pretty big tree. I
Well, there's
think
one that
the
leaned
roots-
over, it's on the side that they cut.
No, this one's really big, it's leaning, but it's not cut, it's big,
No,
but
it's
it
where
looks
they
like
cut.
the roots are in.
I mean, where they just got done.
Yeah, where they just,
Yeah,
yeah.
I saw that lean over back when they did it, so why didn't they just take that one?
It's pretty big, and I think it's in solid in the
Security.
base
It's a
of
big
it.
hardwood.
The pine.
But that would be, wouldn't that be the property owner's responsibility?
Yeah. Yeah, unless it fell in,
Holy mackerel, was that from the wind?
or CMP,
No, it's just leaning like
no,
that.
nothing like that.
No, it's on the other side.
Yeah.
So who's responsible for it exactly?
Land-
Probably the landowner.
Yeah,
It's really close to that pole with the tree,
CMP can go within 15 feet.
My dad had one once across the street from him, which was headed for the wires.
oh, that's what it's
He
headed
asked
for.
CMP to come cut it. You know what they told him? We'll worry about it when it takes everything down.
Well, there's a house there, a trailer, I think it is, a mobile home, I think.
Yeah, just before it.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I couldn't believe they said that. And they went down and it took everything with it. Cost them more to do that.
They got a transformer too.
Maybe then they sued them.
That's,
Maybe they sued the landowner.
See that pole that leaning
Yeah,
towards?
just-
Oh, yeah, I know, the transformer there too, yeah. I just call CMP and tell 'em. You know?
well, I'll start, what else, Karina?
That's it.
That's it? Yeah, I don't have anything tonight.
Can I do good at the town?
Sure.
You said you were good for the town.
Alright, so shout out to Ted Kryzak for winning and getting reelected, awesome job, Lebanon GOP, way to get all the people back into office. Carol Lovejoy won, congratulations to her. Mike Pardon won, congratulations to him. And of course, congratulations to Susan Collins, and a shout out to the Lebanon GOP for doing such a great job, you guys did awesome,
But I think
so that's good for the town.
I'm excited.
Anything else?
That's it, I'm just happy those guys won, I mean, the Lebanon GOP put a lot of work in, for those candidates, and the candidates themselves put a lot of work in.
Yeah.
Which is just, I mean, they're here all the time, and what they've done for this community, the average person in town probably aren't even aware of what they've done for the community, so I think it's just awesome they got it and they won decisively, so.
I was happy to see them win as well.
Yep.
Deborah?
So first, I'm gonna echo a little bit, some things that Jeff said, but a little bit more. Halloween at Colonial Mobile Park was amazing. Everyone had a good time, and I understand there was over 350 people that came through there. So 2 thumbs up to Crystal Adams for organizing that. Great music by Matt Leggett. All the residents of Colonial Mobile Homes who graciously turned on their lights and gave out candy to all the kids. There was a 1-mile loop, and everybody had a great time. Thankful to Chuck and Butch and their families for coming by, and we hope they'll continue to do that and make that a tradition. That was a lot of fun. We had the kickoff for the Toys for Lebanon Kids campaign on Saturday, and once again, thank you to Jeff and Crystal. We like to call Jeff at this time of year Santa Jeff. He comes with a big bag of toys and a red hat, and Crystal comes in her beautiful furs, and we were grateful to receive that. We collected $90 in cash. It was freezing, so we don't blame everybody for not coming out. $90 in cash. We had a great time, thanks to 3 Shades of Grey, Diamond Edge. What? Sorry, I was joking. Diamond Edge and Brian Munger, who played for us. We had a blast, and next year we're looking to build a fire pit so that maybe everybody will stay nice and warm. But it was a great time. Continuing on with Toys for Lebanon Kids, M&M Auto on Route 202, 1316 Carnegie Highway has offered us a van to use for the upcoming season, and we're gonna be doing a bunch of Fill the Van events. The first one is Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at M&M Auto. He's gonna have the van open, we're gonna have some tunes cranking, Cindy and I will both be there, and we're hoping people will come by and stuff that van full of toys.
This Saturday?
This Saturday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'm grateful to Jenny Clavette, who reached out. She does in the month of December at her daycare, which is on Merchants Row. She does a month of giving. She teaches her kids how to give civically, which I think is huge. She's going to have the van there one morning, the first week of December, and her kids and their parents are gonna try to stuff that van full of toys. And also thanks to the Lebanon Fire and EMS, they're putting together, working with Dollar General, they're putting together another drive, which will be coats, hats, and mittens, food for the food pantry, and the Toys for Lebanon Kids, and that will be happening at Dollar General sometime soon. Thanks to Jess Kelly and Jenna Cole for organizing that. They're doing a great job. They did it last year and we had a lot of fun. So those are some things to be looking forward to in the upcoming month for Toys for Lebanon Kids, and we hope everybody will give generously. A lot of families that didn't need support last year are gonna be looking for support this year due to financial, work-related, COVID-related stuff. So I hope those of you who are blessed to be working will help those who are not. And second thing is, the next thing I wanna say is I got a huge 2 thumbs up for Ted Kryzak winning this election. Ted is currently working to secure the next round of food for families through the USDA, and we should be getting a date for that shortly. From what I understand, the York County Food Services is also doing another giveaway this month, and we're on the list for that as well. Both Miners and then Ted for Acton, bringing it over to Acton. So between his district, all the towns will be able to access those, and we'll be letting you know as soon as we know on the dates. And a huge 2 thumbs up to Mel for always allowing us to use her cooler to keep things nice for that.
Awesome.
And that's all I've got.
No.
What?
Those kids
What kids?
that did the Michael Jackson video thing.
Oh my gosh, you're
Those kids are
absolutely right.
awesome.
So, Studio 109
That's
every year, Studio 109 Dance out of Rochester, every year does the Rochester Zombie Walk. They lead the Rochester Zombie Walk. And this year, the Rochester Zombie Walk was canceled, and we were able to bring them to Lebanon for Halloween night for the Toys for Lebanon Kids event. They were nothing short of amazing.
They were,
Nothing.
you've been talking about them since then, of everything they've done.
Everything I
And I'm like,
said.
"Why would I heard it?"
I
But
know,
they were
everything
awesome.
I said, and then when I needed it on the video, I forgot, but yes, they were hugely awesome, we had a really great time with them, they did a stellar performance, and, we were very grateful to have Studio 109 at the event.
Yeah.
And, we had a fire twirler
Oh, yeah,
come too,
that's
was he?
right, that was cool too, yeah, that was.
So that was Rabbit White, and he's out of, what's the name of that town? Brownfield, Maine. And he came down and asked us if he could do fire twirling out in the parking lot one night. We were a little bit nervous about that with cars going by, but we did invite him to the event on Halloween, and he showed up, and he was really good. We all really enjoyed
That was cool what he was
his
doing, yeah.
performance. Yeah.
It was really.
Yeah, he does really well to the music, and he didn't know their lineup
Yeah.
previously, but yeah, he did good, and of course we had Gandalf.
Gandalf was there,
That's
best
it.
costume ever.
Best costume ever. I mean, you just embody Gandalf, and that's very true. And Mel and her skeleton crew.
Her skeleton crew, that was
amazing.
classic.
Yeah, it was very good. Yeah, and Chuck, the barefoot Contessa. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you choke. I didn't realize you were drinking, but yes, it was a very good time, and we're really grateful to everybody for all of that. And while I'm on there, I want to just say
Way to go, Jeff.
Yeah, right?
that I have a special thank you to send out. I have a wood splitter, but I don't burn wood. I bought the wood splitter so that I could cut and split wood for the
Oh,
folks
that
that
goes
need
in
it
with AP.
during the winter, and excuse me,
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Deborah.
I bought the wood splitter so I could cut and split wood for the needy for the winter. And this year it would not start. Try as we might, we could not get it started. And I mentioned that to Mae Roach, her husband is Will Roach, who owns Will's Power Equipment. And after I left home one day, they came and got it. Nobody even realized it was missing. And by the time I returned, it was all well and good. And they came down Halloween to Miners, and they said, "Hey, did you try to start that wood splitter?" And I said, "No, it doesn't work." It works now, they told me. So 2 thumbs up. They put a new carburetor on there for me. I guess it was the carburetor. And
Awesome.
boy, that thing is running like a champ. So Sunday, I'm hoping, Chief had told me he could get me some of the responders to volunteer some time to come down and cut the rest of those logs up. We can get them split, and hopefully you guys all come down too and help us move that. Sunday,
Oh, yeah.
don't come before coffee, I'm a bear, but after coffee, you're all welcome.
I need that for AP.
Yeah,
They're
thank you.
making coffee.
I know, I'm gonna look at AP next, great. Don't worry.
I'll buy coffee. I'll go down to Cumbies and buy coffee.
I do wanna, a little shout out to the town of Lebanon and all the people, last couple of weeks has been a lot of stuff going on for
Lot
them,
of
they
stuff.
came out and they responded and represented and
Voted twice.
took place, voted twice, just outstanding community. We as Lebanon should be proud of our community.
3,565 ballots cast, I think that's one of the largest ever in this town, and 345 brand new registered voters come out and registered to vote for the first
Wow.
time, so a lot of those were young people, 2 thumbs up people, that's like the way to do it, right there, choose your own destiny.
I think I wanna come
You
out
know,
too.
yep, so, and then the final thing is, of course, the ongoing work at the station, and I can't say enough about Chief, he's amazing, he had the electric hooked up to the FEMA trailer in the past couple of days. Phil Newton offered to go down, there was a tree in the way that they couldn't hook it up, Phil offered to go down and do that, sent Matt Johnson down to look at it. They couldn't be sure, Skip Woods actually went down to look at it, they couldn't be sure if it was on town property or not, so they didn't cut it. And CMP is actually going to come and trim that enough so that they can get the clearance they need for the wires, so that's all done. Butch is on top of getting them some air hose from the air compressor so they can keep those air brakes filled up. Joseph Gordon, his stuff went up today. yesterday, I guess, on the wallboard and the paneling, it looks fantastic in that meeting room, I can't say enough about that donation, huge. And Jen is getting ready to paint the floor, she's gonna put a Maltese cross in the center of that meeting room floor, and then they're gonna paint over that with clear, and we should be good to go, so.
Nice.
Yeah, everybody's doing a great job down there at that station, and again, chief, one team, one fight, we're right on it.
Anything for you, James?
Just a quickie, as everybody gets into their fall yard cleanup, if you bag up your yard waste and bring it to the dump, they'll set it aside instead of putting it in the dumpster, and I'll take care of it and make it turn into compost. So just clean yard waste, no sticks, and we don't have to pay to make it go away. Woo!
Very nice.
I got one more thing. A lot of those young kids that came out for voting were kids that played for me in sports in the past, so I've always told some of them, and the bottom line, that one vote makes you equal to that multi-billionaire.
That's right.
Across the board, and I was very proud to see a lot of kids over the years that have played sports for me, coming out and doing some of their first elections, that was like an awesome thing for me to see. So, that was awesome.
Yeah, I agree with 100%. All right.
That's it, I think.
Actually, I do have one thing for you, Deborah, it reminded me when I was going through AP. You said you had some documents that were only available, that you only had, that the town didn't have, the ones, is it possible to get a copy of those documents?
They were sent to the town when that happened, which was back June? Was it July? No, it was June 2019. They were sent, the town has them. No, it was right when he first got elected, June 2019.
No, it was before that. It was before we got elected. It was.
No, the ones that I sent to the town attorney that time, and
That was
and the
about
town went
the,
crazy because I was sending something to the town
no, the
attorney.
ones
Yes, I know.
about,
All right.
no, the ones
Yeah.
about
You can ask her after the meeting.
well, I'd like it to
Anybody,
be
anything
on
else?
video. The ones that you were talking about, the write-in ballots, you said you had some documents that only you had available, the town, they weren't in
The
the
town
town.
did not have a copy of it in June 2019.
No, it was this year,
No, it wasn't.
No, it was
Go
not.
look at the bill.
I did.
The bill was this year, but the documents that I asked you to send
Correct.
were from last year.
Correct.
So,
Okay.
anybody else got anything for good of the town? Anything else for good of the town, Karina? Butchie? Good, all right. Motion to adjourn,
Second.
all in favor?
You got anything, Lynn?
Just her presence.
And they were my handwritten
Just your
documents.
lap, can I see that?